Hello everyone, and today we are going to talk about a response. Now, how do you respond to something that you would like or dislike? So, when you respond to anything, there are three things that are very important. Number one, make sure that when you respond to something, it should not hurt anyone. It should not offend anyone. You need to phrase your sentence, your response in a way that you can convey your point in the most beautiful way you can. You have to be polite, kind, and use just the right words to actually respond to what you have read, seen, or heard. So number one is you need to be very polite. You need to choose the right words when you respond to something that you read, something that you hear, and something that you really want to respond on, right? Second point is that when you are responding, you have to be very careful that you respond to exactly the topic that you have read. It should be very logical. Your response should be very logical to what you have read. Respond on the same topic that you have read. अब ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि बात हो रही है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की और आप बता रहे हैं कि चाइना की पॉपुलेशन बहुत है. तो ये दोनों चीज़ें जो हैं, जब आप रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं, जब आपका रिस्पॉन्स आता है, इट शुड बी टू द टॉपिक that you read. It should be aligned to the topic, aligned to what you have read, and aligned to what you have to respond on what you have read. So it's important that the second point, that when you respond, it should be on what you have read, the same topic. It has to be on the same topic. That when you are responding, it should not look unnecessary or illogical. It should be very logical, and it should be to the point, and of course to the topic that you have read. The response should be to the topic. So number one is you need to respond in a way that do not offend anyone and do not hurt anyone. Second is that when you're responding, respond to that particular topic, and that response should be effective. And response is effective when it's logical, when it's to the point, and when it's to the topic that you have read. Response shouldn't be something on the other topic. We are talking about something else and you're responding on something else. So it will not be effective. Third point is the timing. The timing of your response is very important. Like, for example, we are talking about some topic today, and you're responding after 5 days. So it loses its effectiveness. So you need to respond on the right time. So timing is very important when you're responding. When you are responding to someone, when you're alone, which is a one-to-one, either with your friend, your colleague, that conversation and that response is absolutely different. Because when you're responding to a friend, it's a different conversation, right? You even talk very informally. You say things and you fight. You talk nicely and you do whatever, right? That is one-to-one interaction. Now, when you're talking to the same person with 100 people around, you're responding to something that you dislike with the same person with 100 people around. You have to be very careful that it should not affect his honor, or it should not hurt your image, or it should not because whatever you say or whatever you write about that person, that reflects your personality, that reflects how much you honor, care, and respect that person. So when you are responding to the same person, to your same friend, and you disagree with something, you have to be very careful in your response in public, in your response when you know that 100 people are reading you, hearing you. So you should respond in a way that you have to maintain his dignity, your dignity, and of course your image, that that reflects, every word reflects your personality. The more you spread, you share love and affection, that reflects your personality, that you are in a thought process of care and togetherness. You are in a thought process where you really like people to be together, to be caring and loving. So remember, your response is the reflection of your personality, is the reflection of your thought process. So when you responding to someone, be careful and take care of these three things. Number one, again I repeat, number one is that when you respond, be very sure that the person is not hurt at all, right? So the person should not be hurt, should not be offended. So be very careful in choosing your words. Phrase the sentences in the best way possible so that you can put your point in the best way and an effective way, which the other person would understand and also try to actually follow it, right? It's important that your response should be first in rightly phrased with right words, and it should be very kind statement so that it do not offend anyone or hurt anyone. So be very careful when you are responding to something that you disagree on. Second, the content of your response should be to the topic that you have read or you have heard or whatever. So your response has to be on that particular topic that you have read and heard, right? So it should be aligned. So that is when your response will be effective and logical. And number third is the timing. So whenever you read something or hear something or the conversation going on, respond at the right time. The timing is very important. If you respond to the same after 5 days, 10 days, it loses its importance. So the timing is very important. And be very careful that when the conversation is going on alone, that is a different place, where one-to-one interaction, you ought to, if you're friends, you even shout at the other person and you try to explain them, guide them your way, and it's perfectly fine because you both understand each other that way. You are talking to the same person where 100 people are reading you. You have to be very careful in your words, because you have to maintain the respect and the honor of your friend and also yourself, because your words will reflect how much you respect your friend, your colleague, or anyone you know, right? Because we should respect everyone, irrespective of whether that person is your friend, colleague, or stranger. It is our responsibility to care and respect everyone in this world, right? And third is, as I said, the timing, as I already conveyed. The timing is very important, and don't rush to respond. Okay, first understand what is to be said. If someone is trying to put their point of view, just calmly read about it or hear about it. Try to understand it through different filters. Try to understand what the person is, then calmly respond with these three important qualities, or these three important steps or filters, whatever you want to call it as. So when you respond like, first make a mental note of your response, like, these are the things that I have read, these are the things that I have understood, and that's how I need to respond, and these are the three important things that I need to take care when I reply to someone on their post or on their topic or whatever they share with us. So you see, when you are responding or replying, it's very important that you are logical, people are able to understand your response, and it should be in great timing, and it should be very kind and well phrased with the right words, so that people are not offended, they enjoy, accept, and try to follow it, like beauty of response, right? So now, whenever you see something that you disagree on, be careful that when you're responding, take care of these three things, and you will respond the best way, and you will convey what you want to convey by making your friend happy, or making any stranger also happy, that you have put up your point in the best way possible. Thank you very much, and have a great day. So stay tuned for the next session. God bless you all. Take very good care. Bye-bye.